Hey there, Sagittarius. I hope that you're doing very well. This reading is for the month of October for any Sagittarius placement whatsoever in your astrological chart. Now, this reading it can apply towards love, it can apply towards career, it can apply towards any area of your life. So please use your intuition when it comes to watching this reading. But let's go ahead and get into this. So, Sagittarius, when I got into your meditation, first of all, at first when I got into your meditation, I heard, how does that song go by Kelly Clarkson? Here I am, once again, I'm torn into pieces. I heard that song, and then I sat there and I breathed through it, and I was like, let's continue. And then I heard the song, Let's Stay Together by Al Green. Really good song. I believe that's who sings it. Anyways, I heard that, and then I saw a swirl of leaves. Like, you know that emoji where it's like leaves in wind or whatever, but I saw a swirl of leaves. And then I heard many opportunities coming in for career. So I feel like that Sagittarius in your love life, for some of you, again, if this doesn't resonate, check out your other placements. As I read all placements in your chart, you might resonate with your Pluto. You might resonate with your Chiron. You might resonate with your sun. Come on now. Anyways, so I feel like that for you, Sagittarius, that there's things going on in your personal life. I feel like that when it comes to the only two songs that I got, the first part of the message, I feel that there is something going on in your love life that may have been up and down for a while or is up and down recently, and it has since cleared out because peace is more important, or compromising is more important, is what I'm hearing, as well as looking through obligations and seeing what to be obligated to. What are your obligations? What should you be doing when it comes to one particular connection? Keep in mind that it can be a romantic love connection, or it could be associated with family. Now, when it comes to the whirlwind, I do feel like that there's a shift. Whenever they mention or they show movement in a reading such as that, I feel like that there is movement coming in for you, especially over the next couple weeks. They're saying during the eclipse season. Also, I will be going live on my Facebook page if you'd like to check that out for the eclipse season for all zodiac signs. Anyways, let's go ahead and get further into this. What is going on for these beautiful Sagittarians for the month of October? You don't owe me. We have sacrifice. Okay. We have victory and success. We're going to be pulling 3. So let's get one more. Y'all, I can't get that Kelly Clarkson song stuck out of my head. Anyways. Partnerships and alliances. So it's up to you. You can do what you like. Okay, this is a very interesting bottom, so let's go over this. So I have rejoice and celebration, truth, choose wisely, and authority. Okie dokie. Let's go ahead and start shuffling the tarot. I'm feeling the light seers. Okay, so Sagittarius, we're going to go through each individual card. We're going to go ahead and start out with sacrifice. So what I'm picking up off this card is that when it comes to the month of October, again, this is associated with the obligations. What am I obligated to do? What am I obligated to take care of? What is my obligation? Now, I would like to say this is priorities, but I feel like that when it comes to, it's again, feeling like you got to do something, feeling like you got to take care of something. Again, it does have to deal with your priorities, but I also feel like that this has to deal with your personal. So when I say priorities, I'm talking about like, I do this, then this, then this, then this, and this. Obligations would be everything, not necessarily like it's in an order. Do you know what I mean? Anyways, so I do feel like that when it comes to the sacrifice card, that you're being called to, some of y'all, it's listen to your own intuition when it comes to these obligations. I do feel like that things are falling away from you, and they're falling away for a reason. Like, let's say, it was a romantic relationship and you align with that Kelly Clarkson song. It's kind of like it's falling away to be replaced. If anything falls away, it is to be replaced, is what I'm being told to say. Now, I don't feel like that has to deal with work. I don't. I feel like that the sacrifice card, what else about this sacrifice card? The letter P is sticking out. Anyways, why the hell am I here in Palm Beach? Maybe some of y'all are from Palm Beach. Anyways, I don't know why I'm here in Palm Beach. Moving forward for this sacrifice card. Make the right decisions at the right time is what I'm hearing, as well as when it comes to what you're getting rid of now or what you're obligating yourself to. Again, it could be a shift in obligations. Like you could be obligated or have sense that you were obligated to an individual, that you were obligated to do certain things to take care of them, that you felt, for some of you, I'm hearing pressured in order to take care of things or follow through with things when it comes to an individual. Now, what I'm being told is that there's been a shift in vibration in the connection, whether it's on your end or the other person's end. One's gone up, one's gone down, or one's gone up and one stayed the same. So when it comes to vibration and people, like if one person is continuously moving up, what happens is that you slowly shift out of vibration with the other individual. Now, you could make it work. However, that usually leads to tension and stress in the connection. So then the other person will slowly rise up or they will fall away while you keep going upward. I feel like that for you, that in order to attain with this Fool card, Aries energy and Four of Wands energy, to me, it seems like that when it comes to, what's with that Fool card? Freeing yourself from those that aren't necessarily for you. Freeing yourself from those that, well, you don't necessarily have to be obligated to. Pardon me. You don't necessarily have to be obligated. Okay. Now, for those of you that have been sitting in the struggle and you've been seeking some kind of sense of stability, some kind of sense of common ground when it comes to making these decisions, you're being called to isolate. Do you see how there's the Hermit and the Seven of Wands on either side of the Knight of Cups? That is Virgo and Scorpionic energy. Now, when it comes to these sacrifices, I feel like that you're being called to spend some time alone, Sagittarius. I'm hearing that for those of you that have been in the dating pool and it has caused a disruption in your life, or let's say like you are obligating enough time to, let's get back to the obligating. Is this spring going to be called obligating? I don't know. Anyways, but such as like you're not taking enough time for this area of your life, or you're not taking enough time for this area of your life. I'm hearing that for some of you, this is someone that you're dealing with and this is providing clarity. Keep in mind, you might know someone's sun, moon, rising, in Venus, but you don't necessarily know like the rest of their placements and whatnot. So they could very well have Sagittarius in their chart. Be real with yourself. Anyways, like know who you are. You know what I mean? When you watch tarot, you really want to know where you're standing and be real with you in order to get the message clearly. So when it comes to the timing of things, I do feel like that you're being called to separate yourself or take time or perhaps put up boundaries and distance yourself for some time. Doesn't have to be long. For each and every one of you, it'll be, until the message sinks in. Okay, so for some of you, it could be straight up meditation that you're being called to do. Okay. So again, I don't feel like it's necessarily sacrificing anything in like some kind of dark way, but it's definitely, some of you may be unintentionally sacrificing your stability or your peace of mind. And that's why you're being called to take time away from either suitors. If you are in a relationship, it could be that some alone time would be very good for you at this current time. Let's go ahead and move towards victory and success. 3 is a very important number here, especially, I'm also hearing something about the month of March of this current year is what I'm hearing. Something happened to them that's playing out now. Could have been something that you wished for. Could have been something that you pondered, something that you thought about, something that you hoped for. Could be coming to fruition now. Anyways, what's going on with victory and success? Sorry, I heard... Excuse me, there is this TikTok of this little girl and she's singing, let's get down to business to defeat the Huns. Anyways, she's got really good vibrato. Anyways, so I feel like that this is moving from sacrifice into victory and success. I feel like that this is a succession. I don't feel like this is 3 different areas of your life for 3 different messages. For some of you, it could be 3 different messages. You could resonate with sacrifice right now. You could resonate with victory and success. You could resonate with partnerships and alliances. That's how this reading is being set up, apparently. Okay, it's like past, present, future shit. Anyways, that's classic tarot, but this is not classic tarot. Anyways, let's go ahead with victory and success. So, I got that song for another reading. Sorry, I have Wake Me Up Inside by Evanescence in my head. So, for y'all that are in the victory and success section, anyways, what I'm picking up on is that some of y'all have snapped out of it. It's like moving from sacrifice into this card. It's kind of like snapping out of it, not slapping out of it. We don't slap each other. Anyways, unless it's a fun slap. I would say that during a Sag reading. Anyways, but I know, continue. Anyways, but I do feel that when it comes to this victory and success, it's like kind of like snapping out of it. It's like once you've taken time to really put yourself in a high priority for yourself and your life and your well-being, and step away from those that you have been obligating time, attention, or funds to, that it's kind of like not necessarily reciprocating fully. So here's the thing, because some of you could have left a job or could have had a job, or this could be about a job that you're still in, where it's not necessarily fulfilling. Like the pay isn't worth the stress. You know what I'm saying? The lack of help from your superiors or from your peers isn't worth the pay. That's an example. I also heard at the beginning, if I recall correctly, that when it comes to career opportunities coming in, that there are plenty coming in, whether you're looking for it or not. Because sometimes it's just being aware of opportunities that'll get you what you want. Anyways, victory and success. Okay. This is so good. Okay. So you know how I mentioned how I felt this is progression? We have the 8 of Swords, the 10 of Pentacles, the Emperor, Aries energy again, and then the 7 of Pentacles. For some of y'all, the Aries full moon really did something for you. Sorry, that's what my guides are saying. Look, there's the Fool again. So I feel like with this victory and success, it's kind of like, Okay, so it's going back to the obligation, but it's not in the same sense as sacrifice. This is kind of like after you make your decision and you clarify what you really, really want as far as what you want to spend time to, what you should be spending time with, who you should be spending time with, what you should be doing with your time. Anyways, when it comes to that, I feel like that self-reflection is required for victory and success when it comes to your personal life as well as your career during the month of October. I feel like that not just during the month of October, this goes on for a month past this reading, by the way, or it can resonate at any time. Take what resonates, leave the rest, right? Anyways, with this 8 of Swords, I don't feel like that you're feeling stuck anymore. I feel like that the moment that you choose to take, they're saying, be silent, be still. So again, I strongly suggest meditation. If meditation doesn't help, get a hold of someone who is able to get clear-headed and see if you could get some, like an intuitive or something like that, and see if you can get some kind of insight. Because I feel like that success is here. And it is something that is going to make you feel more fulfilled. Hard work is paying off and risky decisions are paying off. So for some of you, when it comes to things that you've released, things that you've let go of, things that you are moving on from, it's actually going to be quite a turnaround quite quickly. Anyways, this will really resonate for those Sages who may have been skeptical in the past or who may have been somewhat critical of situations such as, like, let's say you held on to a job or a person for so long because like, God forbid it doesn't work out, because if it doesn't work out, then some of y'all might have felt like that you were a failure or that nothing else would work out for you. That's being freed from you. There's a strong empowerment here. If you're a feminine, you might be diving more into your masculine energy. Now, aside from this, there is a love message coming in. So this is a side note. Again, take what resonates. Now, this side note is that for some of you, especially if you are a feminine, there is someone that is coming in that wants to invest and spend more time with you. Some of you are aware of who this is, and some of you have no idea who this is. This could be someone that does well financially. They have a very strong foundation. They could be older than you as well. But when it comes to this individual, I have the song Higher Ground by Stevie Wonder in my head, which means that this individual is, they're very self-aware. They're aware of, like, they have their priorities straight as well as what they want in a partner. Now, this person, because since the Emperor is upright, I'm looking at this very positively. I feel like, do you see how that light is coming down across his head? Do you see that? So to me, that's an example of him receiving downloads and being aware. So if you're like a high vibe in Sag and you've been trying to attract in or hope that someone will rise to your vibration, they definitely have. They've taken the time to do so. So victory and success. Ooh, let's get a couple more cards on that though. Just a couple more cards. What else about victory and success? Yep. Again, I'm not sure if I'm reading for someone who like doesn't want to meditate or has a hard time meditating or has a hard time clearing their head. The best thing to do to clear your head, you know what? I asked my guides for a sign of when my head is cleared and I'm separate from, like, my energy has been separated so I could be a clear and open channel. And what they do is that they put me either, and it depends on who I'm reading for, mind you. So sometimes it's an empty white room. Sometimes it's an open field. Sometimes it's an open body of water. And I'm like hovering over it. It's like trippy as fuck. Anyways, I suggest like focusing on that and just sitting in that. Because we have the Queen of Cups, Temperance, and the Hangman, Pisces, Sagittarius, and Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. So with these energies coming out, following for another message for victory and success, I do feel that if you've been running around and your emotions have been up and down, tempering your emotions is going to help with the perspective. So when one is settled in the heart, they're able to settle in the mind. So the best thing to do, and I will tell you this is very true, and this is leading into victory and success, because honestly, like part of my purpose here on earth is to help people understand their intuition and to get closer to their intuition. And so when you are listening to your intuition, it leads to further success. I do feel like that there is emotional fulfillment because, again, once the emotions are settled, the mind can hear, the mind can see and understand your intuition clearly. Because it's like if you're sitting here and you have a lot of resentment or you have frustration or you have things that are not healed within you, whether it's things from long ago or it's from a connection that you're currently in, it can block your intuition. It can cause you to be unbalanced with your mind and your heart. So the best thing to do is work through it, process it, release it. Release it as many times as you have to get it cleared off, to get like that monkey off your back for some of you is what I'm hearing. Anyways, because then you'll be able to understand the new perspective. Again, also, if you are feminine and you have been in the dating pool and it's been up and down, again, that's a side message that's coming out. Stepping out of the dating pool and spending time on yourself is going to bring quite a lot of peace. Now let's go to partnerships and alliances. Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends? Okay. Anyways, I'm not sure why I got that. Excuse me, they're telling me to touch the card. So for some of you, don't be surprised by what you attract when you finally do clear your energy out, clear your mind out, and excuse me, I just got a call. Don't be surprised what you attract once you clear your heart out, once you clear your mind out, and once you do have that stable energy. So here's the thing, like if you sit there and you keep, I don't know why they're giving me the example of laundry. If you keep washing this super stained shirt and you keep washing it over and over again without using I don't know, like different detergents or whatever, or different methods to like clear out the stain, what will happen is that you're going to keep getting the same shirt over and over again, right? So when you sit there and you use bleach or you use different things to get rid of the stain, guess what happens? Guess what happens? You have the shirt back. You are the shirt. Do you see what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know why they gave me that example, but I do feel like don't be surprised what partnerships, what connections you create, what connections you will bring in, especially like, let's say this wasn't frustration on a personal level with friends. Let's say it was frustration with you or frustration, outside of a lover. Let's say it's frustration with your career. It's kind of like clearing that out. Some of you, it's a level, it's like kind of like, it's a little bit of like lacking confidence or almost like leaning towards giving up hope. Yeah, here's the thing is that the universe will always reward those that don't give up hope, that keep pursuing, especially when it's in alignment with them. Anyways, let's go ahead and clarify that partnerships and alliances. January is going to be in a very important month too. So January and March. Excuse me. There we go. Knight of Swords, Two of Cups, Aquarius energy. Could be during Aquarius season. Oh. Anyways, that could be associated with this. Anyways, oh yeah. Let's keep going though. So with the Knight of Swords and the Two of Cups, that's friendly communication coming in. That's communication that you want to hear. Six of Cups. Could be people, some of y'all, it's like you're pulling in your soul tribe. Your soul tribe can be anyone from coworkers to peers, like friends, acquaintances, employees. I don't know why I'm getting like work stuff still. Maybe some of y'all are trying to fulfill something at work. Anyways, but it's multiple things at once, especially things that are that resonate with you, things that make sense to you, things that are eye to eye with you. For some of you, you've already had signs of this occurring. That's great. Say that you're grateful for it every day. I'm grateful I'm attracting people into my life. I'm grateful that I'm attracting people into my life that are like me, right? That I resonate with, that I get along with. Do you see what I'm saying? Because as you sit in that gratitude, the universe is like, oh, you're grateful for that? Let me give you more. Let me give you more. So during the month of October, I do feel like it's a process, Sagittarius, but I feel like it's a process that's going to pay off in your favor. I also feel like that, yeah, exactly. After taking time during, whether it's internal or external complications, taking time to rest, taking time for yourself, taking time to relax. What you're being called. And then the High Priestess is wanting to pop out with the Ace of Swords. That's someone that's seeing things clearly and is sitting in alignment with what they see, because they're not obligating their time to things that they don't need to be obligated to. They're not obligating their funds, their emotions. They're not doing things like that. They're sitting there and they're reorganizing and reprioritizing to what they should be obligated to. See, I'm hearing that a family trip would be good. Anyways, even if it's like an all-day trip and it's not like a vacation, like let's say you go, well, I mean, I live in the States, but I read for whoever watches this. So let's say it's not necessarily an all-day trip, but it's a long trip. They're pretty much saying, like, for example, like, I plan on taking my son to go pumpkin picking or something like that this weekend. It's going to be several hours of mommy and me time for him, and I'm super excited for it. Anyways, but do you see what I mean? Something like that with your children, even if they're older. And night out some shopping, being friends with your kids. It's nice. Anyways, let's go ahead and pull a little love note from the universe for Sagittarius. Thank y'all so much for watching this. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for letting me channel for you. Do something new, something different. Ever notice how it's easier to fall in love and to be fallen in love with when you're busy? Thank goodness I'm you. So I feel like that the universe is simply saying to you that when it comes to, I love this love note. This is a really good one. Because when I posted a meme the other day on my Facebook, please feel free to go follow me on there if you'd like to. But if you move different, you get different, right? It's just like if you choose to eat more salads and more healthy food, then your body's going to look different. Your body's going to react differently. Let's say you go from, you quit smoking, your body's going to improve. I don't know why I'm focusing on physical health. I don't know why that's coming up. Maybe that's something to look into for y'all. Maybe that's something you may be considering, but it's also with your mind. I don't know why I'm saying TikTok. I'm not sure if a lot of you might get distracted with like TikTok or social media overall. And if you notice that you take time away from that and you go do something else that, such as something with your children or some kind of other activity, when you choose different and you move different, you get different. That's the whole point. Anyways, let me know if this resonated. Thank you.